Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Lycanthrope game. If I can find him, he is over here. And yeah, Lycanthrope is really a badass. He was requested by one of my viewers, and I will gladly do him because he is one of the heroes that kind of fit the profile of the heroes that I want to do, which is the not too complex, easy to understand basically heroes that you can play as, well, a beginner, because that is kind of what I'm doing here. So we're 20 seconds in now, and so I started here right at the beginning, even though this is a live game, and I got a little lucky there. So we are going to see what he does first. First of all, he is strength hero, yeah. I wanted to say champion, but anyway, he's a strength hero, which means that he gets a lot of health regen, things like that, and of course can just, well, take a lot of damage because of that. And yeah, we have summon wolves here first, which is just as it sounds, it summons wolves. So you summon, there you are, you summon 2 wolves, they fight for you, they do some damage. They don't do a whole lot of damage. It is 18 damage in the beginning. They have a decent amount of HP, 200 each, and they last for 55 seconds, which is pretty long. So they won't die very easily. They help you very much in tanking damage in the jungle, especially in the jungle, which is why he's played as a jungler most often. And yeah, you can do really well with him because of these wolves, because the wolves do get invisibility once they reach level 4, or once you reach level 4 on your wolves. But of course, this is the problem. They are really expensive. 145 mana, and as you can see, with 220 mana, 145 is a pretty big chunk of that. So the first blood goes down to the mid laner on the enemy team, and that is that's unfortunate. There's a ward over here. He cannot see that, obviously. He can see, however, that there is a ward there because his camp didn't spawn, and that of course sucks balls, because that's definitely not what you want out of that. Anyway, the W then, Howl, it grants bonus damage to all heroes, as well as all creatures, or, well, whatever they control. It is very useful. I'm not actually sure if it's an AoE thing or if it's just everyone on the map, because it doesn't state that clearly. I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, it doesn't give me a range, so I'm assuming it's everyone. But I'm not actually sure about that. It lasts for 12 seconds, if I'm correct. Yeah, it lasts for 12 seconds, no matter the level. And it's actually a pretty big deal. It gives you up to 50 extra damage. It also gives the minions up to 16 extra damage. And seeing that your wolves only did 18 damage to begin with, it is a pretty big, well, big amount. The problem is, of course, it costs mana. And since you want to use your wolves, your summon wolves, which costs 145 mana, you don't really have mana for anything else, especially early game. So that's why he's going for the passive here. Feral Impulse, it is a passive, so it doesn't cost mana. It increases the damage of and the attack speed of Lycanthrope himself. And that is, of course, always useful. Having extra damage is, yeah, there's never a bad thing for that. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want that. So that's why he's going for that. And as I said, it's a passive, so you don't need to spend mana on it. You have all the mana that you, well, that you have available to spend on the summon wolves, which are a little bit more useful than the Howl. The Howl can come in really useful in the later stages, but not for now. For now, it is most important to get those minions, and to make sure that you can, well, jungle with your wolves, which is why he's getting a second level in that. The mana cost will stay 145. So yeah, it's a pretty steep mana cost, but at least it will stay that way. And that means that in the late game, when you build up a little bit more of a mana buffer, and you just get some more mana from intelligence gained with levels and such, and maybe an item that has some intelligence on it. You should be able to summon the wolves pretty frequently and keep them around for a long time. Anyhow, the ultimate then, shapeshifts. Yeah, he's Lycanthrope, so he's a werewolf, and it turns him into a werewolf, into the wolf kind, the werewolf, I guess, because technically this is still human, and you would turn into wolves then. Anyhow, it gives you a whole lot of stats, as you can see, ranging from increased attack speed to critical damage. Sorry. Bonus HP, just everything, even vision, night vision. All in all, it's a very useful ultimate. The problem that I find with it is that it only lasts for a few seconds. It's 18 seconds, so you need to be very, very specific on when you want to use it. Because if you use it at the wrong moment, then yeah, you're basically, you don't really get a whole lot out of it. Also, you move at maximum speed, which is maximum speed for the game, obviously. I don't know what that is, but currently we are at 305, so we'll see that. We'll see that when he uses it, because I don't know that, and it's not on here with what the actual speed is. But you can't get slowed either, so that's kind of useful to get away or get into a fight even. But I guess you want to use it normally to get into a fight, but it doesn't always work like that. Ogre Magi coming in and going to do a little bit of harassment, but yeah, they take some damage from the wolves. Obviously by now he has some intelligence gained. Not a whole lot, obviously, but it is getting there. I mean, he is currently level 4, so he gained like 4 points here. Points gained per hero level 1.55, so actually he gained a little bit more. And every time you gain a level, you get a little more of all of these stats. So Ogre Magi coming in once again, and is he going to be able to get the kill here? Because it is going to be pretty close. Windrunner misses that that shot, and here comes the support or mid laner. I don't know where he actually was. And is he going to get away? The fail boat coming in. Wow, no, we're not going to stay alive. Kunkka actually landing that. At least I think that was Kunkka. Yeah, it was. It was. The Ogre Magi, however, should die as well. They have no vision on him, so or on them, I should say, because there are 2 of them. But yeah, it is going to be pretty hard to find that, because obviously, well, if you have no vision, then it's kind of hard to know where people go, and the Ogre Magi actually get out. Nice, very nicely done. Yeah, took the chance to run through the bush and hopefully stay out of vision. That's indeed what happened. One guy ran after him, but gave up the chase because he wasn't sure they were still there. And all in all, yeah, that was a good one. Anyhow, we are 0-1 with only 13 minions for now, but yeah, I'm not actually sure if we are going to get a whole lot of minions. We are there with the 3-End Protector. The 3-End Protector currently have 19 minions and 4 denies. It's also 0-1, but the overall team score is 2-3, so yeah, it's still okay. We're still in this game at least. It's not like we lost straight away, but as you can see, the difference in XP and gold is pretty much in the favor of the Radiant currently, which is us, by the way. Yeah, so there is a pretty big difference already. Well, it's like 1200 gold, so it's not huge, but it is there. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I wonder why we have an actual advantage even though we are 1 kill behind, but it must be because, well, we picked up more jungle minions, or we just picked up more lane minions. Let's see. Who are you? The Nature's Prophet. Sorry. The Nature's Prophet actually doing a good job of farming, and it seems that we have a kill there by Pudge. Pudge is also doing a decent job. Not really leaving anything to the rest of his team, but 3 kills now. 0, 0, 0, 0 on the rest of the team. So really taking all of the team kills, but currently, yeah, 3 kills, that's good. Especially on someone like Pudge, who can definitely carry the game. And we will have to see how that works out. So gold, so the overall gold is definitely not in Pudge's favor here. This is the gold per minute, obviously, but it scales with the same with the total gold. And yeah, you can see that Tree and Protector, no, sorry, Nature's Prophet is all the way up there. Then 2 of the enemies, and then the whole rest of the team. But yeah, we're pretty far behind on those like high earning heroes. And once again we have a repeat of what happened before, but this time he is not scared at all, and we have level 4 wolves. So we now have the invisible wolves. They are permanently invisible, which means that yeah, they can scout around, they can do pretty much whatever, as long as you send them in. And there you go, they become invisible. You can actually see that yeah, well, every time they do something, obviously they become visible. But you can use them to scout, you can use them to attack people from behind, or, well, from the front in this case. Because obviously he could have used them to chase down those 2 low health champions, sorry, heroes. And yeah, just get the kills. But his wolves weren't fast enough, so he did not get that to work. By the way, first item here is Vladimir's Offering. It has a lifesteal aura, which also works on the wolves, which is excellent, of course, because that way they will stay alive much, much easier. I cannot click them, I forgot. I cannot click anything, it's all his game, it's his vision. I can do the free camera, but yeah, I don't really need to at this point. We are getting a little bit of trouble for Pudge, but Pudge just walks out and should be fine. He's a strength hero as well, and he should be fine. Anyhow, it's a lifesteal aura. It also does bonus, gives you bonus damage as an aura. It gives you bonus armor as an aura, and it gives you bonus mana regen as an aura, and then it gives you some HP regen. But that's basically because one of the items that you use to build into this item gives you that bonus, but that is basically not very useful. Anyhow, all in all, it's a very good item for a lot of heroes. Oh man, I can't believe that I keep saying champions. It's a good item for a lot of heroes, and especially the ones that have to go up close and personal. And the ones that have, well, multiple, yeah, not heroes, but multiple creatures to maneuver around. So Meepo would come to mind, but also, of course, Lycanthrope himself, the Tree and Protector, maybe even. But yeah, he's not going to buy it on his own, obviously. So he needs to use it from someone else. But everyone who has kind of pets with them, or, well, some kind of pet-like something. And oh, yeah, they lose the Pudge here. And they're going to lose Tree and Protector as well. Triple kill there for the Windrunner, who is doing a good job of just beating the crap out of everyone. There's nothing else to say about it. And no mana once again for our Lycanthrope here. He is going to get caught. Wow, that actually reached. He ran into her because he wanted to lifesteal and hopefully survive, but yeah, the stun is going to cost him his life. If that stun was only 0.5 seconds, like the way it is when you don't get tagged to a tree or other champion or enemy of the Windrunner, then yeah, that would have been a big difference. Because 0.75 second stun would not have killed him, I believe. And holy crap, everyone is getting out. And the Windrunner coming in with an invisibility rune. I don't know where she is. Oh, she just used it to not so much to become invisible, but because she wanted to have her bottle refilled. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's over here. Yeah, she had an invisibility rune, but did not use it to become invisible, as I said. It's not a big deal. And we are going to get a kill right there. Obviously, yeah, that was pretty easy for them. We, however, are again in the jungle, and that is where he belongs. It's like Ursa, man. You belong in the jungle. Or even worse, the alchemist. The alchemist definitely belongs in the jungle, because he can get a lot of gold from those pesky little guys in the jungle. Because obviously he gets well, plus up to 30 extra gold for each kill. So yeah, if you have the right minions in your jungle, then you can get a lot of, well, small minions. But since you get 30 bonus gold for each minion, it doesn't matter whether they're big or small. You get the 30 bonus gold anyway. So anyhow, we are yeah, currently just cleaning out the camps. We see the Sand King coming by, and I'm assuming he's going for that. But yeah, it's too risky. He sees the second guy show up as well. And yeah, well, that's just about it. He sees the second guy come up, and then he knows that he cannot do it on his own. Windrunner knows he's here, so she's going to try to get him again. And here we go. This time he is, however, yeah, going to own her. No! Nyx's assassin comes in, not doing anything though, and he does get the kill. I kind of assumed Nyx's assassin would be able to do something there, and lifesteal aura, is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough. He is going to stay alive and get the kill. Nicely done. And once again, this is a live game, so I have no clue how he's going to do. So, and I'm really glad that at least he went positive for now. So yeah, I've had some games where people went 0-4 and then rage quit, which is not cool. Not today, but in the past. And oh, is he going to survive this? Because this is going to be really close. And oh no! He died by a neutral. Which means that they don't get any gold or XP from that. Ah, no, that's not where he went. You can see him clicking even though, or pinging, even though we see that he went a completely different direction. But that's because obviously we have a different, well, we have different vision. We can actually see through the fog of war. Unfortunately, I cannot remove that. That would be great. This game is of course still in beta, but it would be great if they could remove the vision in the fog of war when I set it to, well, do that. I set it to player perspective so that I have the same vision that he does, but then I see the champion, hero, running into the forest, and he just doesn't see that because he doesn't see what's happening in the fog of war. So anyhow, we are 3-3-1 now, so still positive, I guess. Yeah, the camps in the jungle still there for the taking. The enemy did ward up a little bit of his jungle earlier, and that of course sucks because for 6 minutes then, unless you clear the wards, you don't get those camps for 6 minutes because wards, so the vision wards, they last for 6 minutes, and yeah, that kind of sucks balls. But well, that's the way it is. By the way, I don't know if you can get 4 wolves out. I'm pretty sure you can't because he's not casting anymore. But it doesn't actually say that they get removed when you cast new wolves. And yeah, they still have this camp warded somewhere. And every time he goes in, this camp was warded earlier as well. But every time you go into that camp, you see that there's nothing there. And that's how you conclude that there must be something there that gives them vision. Or, well, that gives vision of the camp. Not so much them, you can block your own camps as well. That's really no problem. So we are going for the Staff of Wizardry here. Yeah, he has had that for quite a bit. But the Staff of Wizardry is of course an intelligence item, which gives him a lot more mana and mana regen, which helps with getting the wolves out and having mana for your ultimate, because your ultimate is also 100 mana. That is a pretty big deal, and we are going for Roshan right here. Yeah, you might have noticed that since he's been pounding on it for like a minute now. But yeah, well, it is taking quite a long time to actually do that. He's trying to micro his wolves, and one of the enemies coming in here, and it is going to be an invisible Kunkka. And is he going to be able to steal it? Lycanthrope picked up the thing and the Radiant killed it. So yeah, it's all good. The Kunkka did not get done what he needed to get done. And it's of course impossible to place wards in the pit of, yeah, the Roshan. So that's why they can't really see what's going on. Oh wow, actually got killed there. The Sand King, I kind of assumed he would survive that. But the tower, yeah, the tower is ruthless. It will still kill you. Anyhow, we are currently trying to make it back home, and very low. Oh, did they kill it? Yeah. Nyx's assassin was killed. Nicely done. And Nature's Prophet just bought back, so that doesn't really matter. But anyway, we have the Necronomicon now, which gives you 2 extra warriors. Well, I think 1 right now. Oh no, both of them. Yeah, it gives you 2 extra warriors. It costs you 50 mana as well, so keep that in mind if you use the items in this game. They mostly cost mana as well. Well, not the boots and not the passives, but yeah, you have actives on a lot of items, and virtually all of them cost mana. So keep that in mind. Some of them cost health, but and not mana. But yeah, the Necronomicon will give him 2 extra warriors, and they of course also gain from Howl and the Feral Impulse, so and from the Shapeshift. So it's a really good item on him. It gives him more on his abilities, and that's exactly what you want out of that, because you want to have good synergy between your items and your skills and, well, your general championness. Oh, sorry, hero-ness. Because well, if you don't buy the items that fit your hero, then yeah, you're kind of giving away a lot of your potential. Anyhow, ancients are being picked up. The wolves die. It's not too much of a problem. He has a full mana bar.